Welcome back, my friends. This is Miss Traci at your Cherryville Branch Public Library. You'll notice that I have my flannel board back behind me and that my letter M is already on the board. And that's right. We did letter M a few weeks ago when we did our mermaids and magical creatures and letter M words like that. This week we are doing letter M again for a very special reason. Our Take and Make craft this week at the Cherryville Branch Library is all about music. So we have some maracas that we've made with plastic spoons, an Easter egg with some rice in it, and duct tape. And then we've also got tambourines that have beans, paper plates, and ribbon, some holes punched to lace those two together. So we have musical instruments, which is why I wanted to do letter M again. Our jigsaw puzzle this week is a very special letter M. It is musical terms. Don't feel bad if you don't know these words because these are probably words you haven't heard it before. This is the person that leads the orchestra. It can be male or female. They stand in front of the orchestra. They have something that looks a lot like a stick that you'll usually see them hold with these two fingers. They will conduct the orchestra like so. You'll see them say like this, louder, or maybe quieter. Do you know what that is? That is a maestro. Yes, it's a maestro. That is the leader or conductor of the orchestra. And yes, the little baton is to help everybody know how fast to go. So is this next letter M word. It is an instrument that is used to keep tempo. Tempo is how fast or how slow you go when you're playing music. It looks a lot like a clock. It has a hand that'll go back and forth. I know this is a very fun word to say, but not one that a lot of people know. It is a metronome. There's your little, what looks like the clock handle, and it goes back and forth, and you can set a metronome to a tempo. And that helps you keep track. If you're learning a piece of music, a lot of times you need to know, I'm not slowing down in the wrong spot, I'm keeping the right pace the whole time. And so a metronome helps you a lot with that. This next thing is something that's not very fun to listen to. It would be if I talk like this and my voice was very flat and there was no inflection and it droned on and on and on. It would probably put you to sleep, wouldn't it? That is what you see in the picture. The person going blah, 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 and the people sleeping because he is speaking in a monotone. Mono means one. When you speak, normally you talk louder, you talk quieter, your voice goes up and down. When you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end. When you get excited, you go, ah, and maybe you yell. But a monotone is one single flat tone that never changes. And yes, it's very, very dull. Most people don't speak in a monotone. It's not good when you do. You definitely don't want your teachers to have monotone. I had an algebra teacher that had monotone. It was very hard to stay awake in class. I will be honest. This next thing we just talked about, one of the things we have is a take and make. It starts with the letter M and you shake it. That's right. Maraca, or in this case, maracas. This is a pair of maracas. So we have maracas. They're a musical instrument. And yes, we talked about how you could make your own. They're fun. And this last thing is something that you might speak into or sing into to be recorded. You usually see people hold them like this, or maybe there's a stand that they go on. Did you say microphone? Yeah, I bet you've seen a microphone before. Sometimes it's so that you can be louder. Think about when you're at something at school, maybe the principal has to speak into the microphone. They don't always have a stand. Sometimes you just see them holding the microphone. But if you're going to record, you usually use a microphone as well. So there are some very special letter M words that are all musical terms starting with letter M. I thought that was fun. It's neat to learn some different words, right? Speaking of learning different things, I thought we would learn some new songs. The wonderful thing about libraries is we get our ideas from different places, including other libraries and librarians. So you know that I like Jaybrary, the letter J and then B-R-A-R-Y. If you put them in as a search, they will come up as a web page, and also they've got a YouTube channel. They have different songs that they sing that they learn. So we're going to do a shaker egg song or a shaker song. They're very, very simple, and you could make your own shaker. These are professional ones. They bought us these eggs. You could do your own shaker egg out of something like what we had for the maracas. Just leave off the spoons. Take a plastic Easter egg, put something in it, leave enough room for it to shake, and wrap it with duct tape, or you could even do aluminum foil. That would be really cool. You could also do something like a small Dixie cup and maybe put a piece of aluminum foil with a rubber band around the top. Anything so that you've got something that will make some noise, but also your little things inside can't get out. So are you ready? We're going to sing a shaker song. It's a very, very easy one. It goes like this. Shake your shakers, shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your shakers, shake, shake, shake. Shake your shakers. Shake your shakers, high, high, high. High, high, high. High, high, high. Shake your shakers, high, high, high. Shake your shakers. Shake your shakers, low, low, low. Low, low, low. You can even go low, low, low. That low you can't see, right? Shake your shakers, low, low, low. Shake your shakers. Shake your shakers, fast, fast, fast. Fast, fast, fast. Fast, fast, fast. Shake your shakers, fast, fast, fast. Shake your shakers. Shake your shakers, slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Shake your shakers, slow, slow, slow. Shake your shakers. These are a lot of fun, aren't they? If you ever come to Storytime, more than likely you have played with shaker eggs. We enjoy singing Lori Berkner and her band song about I Know a Chicken. And we all know what the chicken did, right? She laid an egg. Okay, speaking of wonderful things that we learn from other librarians, there is a song that's sort of jazzy that our friends at Jaybrary learned from Susie at the Vancouver Public Library. And we need to have fingers, we need to be able to roll, and we need to be able to go sounds sort of like if you've ever seen a jazz band perform, sometimes you see the drummer, they have almost what look like brushes, and they brush them back and forth on the snare drum, and it makes that kind of sound, the So I think that's what we're trying to do with our chiches. Okay, so we need names. I'm going to use my 3 coworkers' names. I'm going to sing about Kim, Candy, and Emily. But you could use any name you want because you're going to sing about somebody being a real cool cat. Are you ready? Hey there, Kim, you're a real cool cat. You got a lot of this and you got a lot of that. So come on in and get down. To the left. To the right. Up in the air, and get down. Hey there, Candy, you're a real cool cat. You got a lot of this and you got a lot of that. So come on in and get down. To the left, to the right. Up in the air, and get down. Hey there, Emily, you're a real cool cat. You got a lot of this and you got a lot of that. So come on in and get down. To the left, to the right. Up in the air, and get down. It's a lot of fun, wasn't it? So So if you like the idea of jazz, of course, there's a book. This is Jazzy Ms. Mozetta. It is by Brenda C. Roberts, and the illustrations are by Frank Morrison. And it's about Ms. Mozetta. She's older now, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like music. And guess what? She really wants to go dancing. So this is a really fun book. I like the idea of movement and dance, and jazz itself is really neat. Lots of different types of music out there, but jazz is a fun one. So that's definitely something to think about. And that's kind of what we were doing, right? Some jazz there. So, oh, you know what? Sometimes there's a song that you really, really love, and then later on you're lucky enough that somebody creates a book that goes with the song. And in this case, it is What a Wonderful World. Right, you've probably heard that song, right? By Louis Armstrong. Well, he sings it. The song is actually by Bob Thiele and George David Weiss. So, but yes, it's a gorgeous song. It's beautiful. I love it, love to listen to it. And then this book came out a few years ago, and this book is just a true joy to read. It's just as beautiful as the song. It has brilliant, bright colors and gorgeous illustrations, and I highly, highly recommend it. It would even be great if you could pull up What a Wonderful World and maybe let that play as you're turning the pages in the book, and then you could go back and read the book together. So, speaking of jazz, one of the things that we find is that sometimes it's very difficult for us to find exactly the thing we need. So I'm going to take some of this off of the board here. I bet you didn't know how clever library people are. So I was looking for ideas for today's story time, and I came across a blog called In the Children's Room. It is done by a librarian who goes by the name of Lucy Maud. Not her real name, it's a pseudonym. And she was doing a whole thing about music, specifically jazz, and said, you know, I can find some books, I can find some songs, but have you ever tried to find a flannel story about jazz and jazz sounds? It's almost impossible. Good luck with that. So she, very clever person she is, wrote her own rhyme and story to explain jazz instruments and their sounds, which I thought was just the coolest thing ever. Speaking of cool cats. So this is for her. To Lucy Maud, wherever you are, thank you so much for being so creative and inventive. I truly appreciate it, and I hope you do too. It's called The Trumpet Went Toot Toot Toot. The trumpet wanted to start a band, so he asked the saxophone to lend a hand. The trumpet went toot toot toot, and the sax sang ba-bop beep. Well, the sound wasn't quite right. And then the drums marched into sight. So the trumpet sang toot toot toot, and the sax went ba-bop beep, and the drums went a rat-a-tat-tat. But the sound still wasn't there. And then a piano filled the air. There's our piano. Do you remember the sounds? The trumpet went toot toot toot. The sax sang ba-bop beep. The drums went rat-a-tat-tat. And the piano trilled plink, plink, plink. Well, the sound, it was almost done. They just needed a bass. There it is, our stand-up bass, to join in the fun. You gonna make the sounds with me? This will be so much fun. The trumpet went toot, 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 and the sax sang ba-bop beep. The drums went a rat-a-tat-tat. The piano went plink, 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 and the bass went thump, thump, thump. 5 instruments in one great band. They played the swingin'est jazz in the land. And that is the end of The Trumpet Went Toot Toot Toot. You know what? I think we should sing about what a cool cat Lucy Maud is. What do you think? Let's do that to finish out our story time. Remember how we do that? Hey there, Lucy Maud, you're a real cool cat. You got a lot of this and you got a lot of that. So come on in and get down. To the left, to the right, up in the air, and get down. That was a lot of fun this week. I really hope you enjoy it. By the way, if you're curious, there are 2 instruments up on that board that I myself have played. Do you know what they are? Let's do it by elimination. I have never played the trumpet, not my instrument. I have never played the bass, not my instrument. I have never played the drums. That's not my instrument either, but these 2 are. I played piano for many, many years when I was a little kid and up through high school. And when I was in 5th grade, I started playing an alto saxophone. So yes, music is near and dear to my heart, and I hope it is to yours too. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.